What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I wanted to show you something that I noticed new archers doing at the last tournament that I went to. So I'm going to take 2 shots. Watch my bow arm on both of them. That shot drifted. I know exactly why it happened. Nothing changed about my form, my sight, my grip. The only thing that changed between those 2 shots was my breathing. And I guarantee when you start paying attention to your breathing, your groups are going to get tighter immediately. So here's the thing about breathing in archery that nobody really talks about. Every time you take in a breath, your chest expands. Your rib cage moves, your shoulder shifts just slightly, and your bow arm is connected to all of this. At close ranges like 10, 15 yards, you can get away with it. But when you start pushing up to 40, 50, 60 yards, every little movement up here makes big differences. So here's what I see a lot of. There's 2 different versions of the same mistake. Mistake number 1, you take a deep breath, you hold it in all the way, and then you draw your bow. You're holding your breath at maximum lung capacity. Your chest is puffed out, your shoulders are up, your whole upper body is tight. And that's because you're holding that tension. It starts to creep into your bow arm, into your release hand. Your pin starts to float around. You can't find a consistent anchor. Nothing about it feels natural. Mistake number 2 is the opposite. You're drawing back and you're still breathing. Mid-draw, mid-exhale. You just shoot whenever it feels right. The problem is your chest is in a different position every time you shoot. So your anchor point is never actually in the same spot twice. Your chest is up, you're exhaling down, your chest is shrinking, your shoulders are lowering. Then you shoot. Next time maybe your chest is full and you shoot. You might not feel the difference, but the target's going to show it. All right, so here's the proper archery breathing technique. And once I explain it, it's going to feel obvious. But stick with me because timing matters. Step 1, take a normal, natural breath. Not a huge inhale, not a tiny sip, just a normal. Step 2, exhale about halfway. Not all the way out, just about half. You're not trying to empty your lungs. Step 3, and this is key, just stop right there. There's the natural pause between your exhale and your next inhale. Your rib cage drops into its neutral position. Your shoulders relax. This is the most relaxed your upper body's going to be. That is when you draw. That is when you anchor, aim, and shoot. If you watch my face during the shot, and you can see this in some of my other videos, I'm calm, I don't flinch, there's no pin float. That's not just form, that's breathing doing its thing. The other thing that I want to point out, this natural pause is longer than you think. It's naturally about 3 to 5 seconds. That's plenty of time to get your anchor, settle your pin, and execute your shot. You don't have to rush it. Quick thing while we're here, drop a comment down below and tell me if you've ever thought about your breathing before. I want to know if this is something new to you or something you've been struggling with, and it helps me to know what to cover next. Here's why this matters even more when you're dealing with anchor point consistency. Your anchor is tied directly to your chest position. If you're shooting at full inhale, your chest is up. If you're shooting at mid-exhale, your chest is on its way back down. The anchor feels the same to you, but physically, it's slightly different. When you lock into that natural half-exhale pause, your chest is in the same place every shot, and your anchor becomes repeatable. Your nose touches the string in the exact same spot, the kisser lines up, and it all locks in. That consistency is what turns scattered groups into tight groups. It's just your body being in the same position every time. Okay, so here's a good way to actually train to do this. Grab your bow, come to full draw, and just practice the breathing cycle. Inhale, exhale halfway, feel that pause, draw, hold for 4 seconds, and then let down. Do that 10 times. What you're training is the timing. You want it to be automatic, not something that you're thinking about in mid-shot. Because when you're at a tournament or in a hunt, you can't be in your head saying, okay, now inhale, now exhale halfway. Okay, now draw. It just has to happen naturally. Once it starts to feel natural to you, do the same thing at close range, like 10 yards. Don't worry about accuracy yet. Just focus on executing the breathing before every shot. All right, let me show you side by side. First shot, I'm going to hold my breath at full draw. Watch what happens. Okay, that was a 36-yard shot, and I was aiming at the center. with my lungs at maximum capacity, holding my breath. Now I'm going to take that shot again at the same distance, same sight settings, same everything, except I'm going to use the technique inhale, exhale halfway, draw, anchor, pause, shoot. Nice. Right in the bullseye. That's the difference. Both shots, same form on paper, different outcome. So that's the #1 breathing mistake I see beginner archers making. And honestly, the fix is simple once you know what to look for. Inhale, exhale halfway, shoot in that natural pause. Get your body into the same position every single shot. If you guys found this video helpful, hit that like button. It seriously helps the channel more than you know. And if you've been struggling with consistency in your shots, subscribe because I've got more technique stuff like this coming. Drop a comment if you've ever worked on your breathing before, or if this is brand new to you. I read every comment. I'm Axel, and this is Spring Creek Archery. Thanks for watching.